Getting straight into the top 5 news stories of the day. This was the sound that brought the Sydney siege to an end in the overnight hours of Tuesday. A barrage of gunfire as police stormed the cafe in Sydney, Australia, where a gunman had been holding several people hostage for more than 16 hours. 3 people died in the incident, 2 hostages and the gunman. The gunman has been identified as 50-year-old Man Haron Moniz, whom authorities say had a long history of violent crime and a fascination for extremism. Today, people are laying flowers at the site of the siege in an effort to, of course, begin healing. The 2 hostages who were killed have been identified as 38-year-old Katrina Dawson and 34-year-old Tori Johnson, who was a manager at the cafe. Also catching the world's attention was the Twitter hashtag that spawned from the incident, #AllRideWithYou. It is all in a bid to show solidarity with local Muslims who might feel threatened by what the gunman has done. All right, in other news, the search is on in Pennsylvania for this man, Bradley William Stone. Now, he is suspected of killing 6 people, including his ex-wife and members of her family in the suburbs of Philly yesterday. Cops say the couple had recently been fighting over custody of their 2 children, both of whom are safe. Now, authorities have closed schools in one township today as they continue the search. They say the former Marine usually uses a cane or a walker to get around, but may not need them. They also believe he is wearing military fatigues. And in other news, the Senate approved President Obama's controversial pick for Surgeon General yesterday. The president has tapped 37-year-old Dr. Vivek Murthy to serve as the U.S. Surgeon General. Murthy's support for gun control and past statements that gun violence is a public health issue were, of course, big points of contention for Republicans and some Democrats, but clearly not enough to deny confirmation. Also happening around the nation, protests calling for justice in the recent police killings in minority communities have all prompted police departments to look at how they use deadly force and implement new policies and procedures. In New York, the NYPD plans to issue stun guns. In Ohio, cops have begun working in partnerships. And in Milwaukee, police are now mandated to go on crisis training. The Department of Justice often uses the LAPD as an example of how changes in a force can occur over time. And last in your top 5 news, so take a good look. That present you ordered online could be sitting on the side of the road in New Jersey. Talk about a holiday nightmare. A FedEx trailer flipped yesterday, causing tons of packages to spill onto a highway. But no worries, no injuries were fortunately reported, and another truck quickly arrived to scoop up the presents. This comes as the company had their busiest day in history yesterday. They expected to ship out nearly 22.6 million packages. Wow. You know, I always say those FedEx drivers are like the unsung heroes around Christmas time, getting all of our packages here safely. But if you have a little dent in it,
just about to say that.
Exactly, there are Santas. But if you have a little dent in your package, now you know why.